So, how goes it, you beautiful souls, on this lovely August day? I am here today with your energetic insights and a little bit of a rant. Let me just give y'all a little bit of rant. So, when I create a video that I want to upload where I can maybe do a little bit of editing and um, take out, maybe add some text or something to the video, it takes YouTube forever to upload those videos, right? So like when I was MIA for a while, I had actually made quite a few videos, but it took forever, like almost a day and a half for the videos to upload. And that kind of ticked me off. So I ended up not uploading the videos just because um, some of it to me was like, well, maybe it just wasn't meant. Maybe, spirit didn't feel like those were messages that the collective needed. But then I started hearing other people saying how they were having issues with YouTube taking forever to upload. So now I am actually doing a live stream. I'm just not putting it where, y'all live with me. I ain't quite ready for that just yet. Um, it already takes me a lot of energy to stream it live because I can't edit. So it just kind of is what it is, y'all. And like, I'm not gonna try and edit out if my babies come in here because they be around. So y'all hear them knocking, stuff like that. And, so I'm gonna just apologize in advance for the fact that I can't edit. I'm also gonna let y'all know, please check the description box. It'd be a lot of information that I'll put in the description box, um, including, how I read, other services that I offer other than reading, because I am behavioral, a holistic behavioral health coach. And I am trained in psychology as well as other training. I'm trained in crisis as well. So I do a little bit of everything, even on the mental health side. So I have the skill set to do that, along with some personality assessments that I offer. But when I do my personality assessments, I mix in your astrology and numerology with those assessments, because I want you to understand yourself on a holistic level. Um, and I know that we feel like we know ourselves, and we do, but there are always hidden pieces of us that sometimes it takes. Y'all know the whole thing about the camera and the mic. My bad for bumping it. I'm gonna try my best not to do that this time. But anyway, um, there's always the interactions that you have with people that can help trigger and bring out pieces of your personality that you might not have realized were significant to you. You might have had an inkling that it was there, but it wasn't necessarily significant to you. It didn't really play a major role in your life, so you thought, but on a subconscious level, it did. So anyway, don't want to be too long-winded. Those are just some of the services that I offer. I also am trained in, uh, I'll just say keto. So I do incorporate even the um, health, the um, what am I trying to say? The way that you eat and all of that, it definitely affects your mental health and emotional health. So I trained even in learning how to help you with on a nutritional level, with being able to be okay with life. Okay. So anyway, this is your reading today for the energy for the next few days. I am having, some issues with the weather changing, so I sound a little raspy with my breathing and everything, but I'm okay. And I apologize for the raspiness right now. So I'm just gonna jump into this and move these off to the side. and I already shuffled the cards. Y'all know the introversion in me is like highly, um, what's the word? I just overthink everything when I'm doing it, right? So I be super nervous, but not nervous at the same time. I know that makes no sense. Like I know that I can do this. I got the skill to do it. I just when I'm live or whatever, I ramble and all of this junk, and I just be like, ugh, get it together. Just get it together, child. Get it together. So anyway, here we go. What's going on with the collective energies today, Spirit? August 10th, 2020. I don't think I'm going to keep that. I feel like I made that just kind of fall out. That's the first card. Yeah, nurturing the heart, mother. If it's meant to come out again, it will come out. My goal in these types of readings is always to pull 6 to 8 cards, but whatever comes out is what spirit meant to for y'all to hear. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. All right. So right now we have reach out, throat chakra, integration, embrace change, heart chakra, flames of wisdom, the crone, movement meditation. I love that. And then we have gratitude. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we got release. You all see that? I also don't like that the camera, when it's on live stream, um, flips the cards the other way. Like if I was doing it the other way where I could just upload it, don't record like that. So that's a YouTube thing that I don't like. So what I am getting right now so far is that for some of you, you need you need something. You need something from somebody, maybe even from yourself. You need something from somebody. I'm always talking to you about yourself. When you come here, expect to always hear me talk about you more than I talk about anybody else, because I feel like that's what spirit leads me to talk about. It's always more about you as a person. Whenever I do any other type of readings, I'm never talking about a cross watcher or anybody else. It doesn't mean that other folks' energy won't come up in the reading. It just means that that's how their energy connects to you. But I'm always talking to you, the person tuned into this video. Okay. So it feels like some of y'all are needing to start speaking your truth to yourself. Start speaking a different way to yourself. Talk differently to you. Reach out to people. And it's a opening up of your heart, right? So at the bottom of the deck we had release, and what I get from that is you are being you've been going through some stuff, and it was to break you open. It wasn't to close you off. It was to break you wide open, and so that you can open up your heart and to give you wisdom on people, places, and things and situations, always to be able to look at it from a different perspective. And don't be afraid to reach out to others for fear of being hurt or rejected or anything that may have caused you to even feel like left out in the cold or like you weren't enough, because those lessons came to you to help you move to a different way of being. Okay. And to um, be whole with yourself, to come into yourself. And it was like an integration of what we like to call the good and the bad, the light and the dark. And for me, there is always beauty in the darkness. Nothing um, that you want to keep. That's not what I'm trying to say. That's not the message. What the things, okay, so you are, as a human, grow 9, 10 months in the womb in darkness, right? Beauty is formed in the darkness and then it is exposed to the light. When it's exposed to that light, it is, in a sense, tainted. It's tainted with you as a human. Let's just stick to that. You as a human, when you come out of the womb, you are exposed to the light, and in that light, you are exposed to other people's insecurities, other people's way of thinking, other people's misconceptions, their opinions, their attitude, their emotions. You are just exposed to a whole host of things. And it then alters you. Okay. It changes you from your purest form to a whole other thing, being it. And we go through life for a long time because we are impressionable as children, and we are also molded the way that the adults around us feel we should be molded. A lot of times adults don't allow children to be them natural selves. They don't allow them the freedom of expression because adults feel like um, kids have to be the way that we want them to be, without understanding you are here to guide that child. You're not here to beat them into submission or beat them into some version of what you want them to be and not what they desire to be or what they came here to be. Hope that makes sense. So when we come out of the darkness, we are exposed to a lot of things, and actually we start to deteriorate. Honestly, that's what we start to do. We start to um the word, what's the word? As you get older, okay, you get old and you just start to go into, this the stages and phases of life. And in those stages we become so jaded sometimes, and we feel like love is such a painful thing, and we don't realize it's not love that's painful. It's the people that we encounter that are painful. And it takes us a long time sometimes to get to that wisdom of knowing ourselves completely, of integrating the lessons that we learned and being grateful for those lessons, understanding what they were for, just how much it does change us and makes us greater. Okay. And honestly, when I think about like life in general, um, we we are, I'm sorry, I'm trying to listen to the message because I got a lot just trying to come in right at this moment. And I already have an issue trying to find words. So when y'all hear me pausing, it's because I'm trying to find the words. But okay, it'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. Um, but yeah, I know I was talking about the darkness. Anyway, it'll come back to me. I just want to pull some. I'm always gonna pull more cards to kind of reflect deeper. Okay, so we got happiness and friendship. Yeah, see, this is definitely about those your relationships to other people, your relationships with your relationship with yourself, and your relationship to spirit. First, understanding your happiness does not come from the people around you. They shouldn't be the reason that you are happy. They should just be adding to your happiness. That your friendships, even your partner, your significant other, is supposed to be your friend and adding on to the happiness that you already have inside of you. You shouldn't be looking to them to be your happiness. And it's wisdom in that. This has dolphins on it, and dolphins are fun, playful beings, but they are also very wise. Yeah, come in. Sorry, y'all. Come in. What's up, fella? I'm creating a video. I'm doing a reading. What's up? Get out. Did you need something for real? Yeah. What you need? Boy, go find something back there. Eat a piece of cheesecake. Get out. Sorry about that. I warned y'all. I warned y'all. Um, so anyway, dolphins are also very wise creatures, right? And this is you having the wisdom to understand where you are related to your happiness. Are you the reason for your happiness, or is somebody else the reason for your happiness? And should that person leave, does your happiness leave with them? Do you really want to put that much power in somebody else's hands? And it's you speaking your truth. Don't be afraid to speak to somebody what you feeling in your opinions, and being authentically you, for fear of losing somebody. Because if they are really for you, you can't lose them by speaking your truth anyway. And your throat chakra comes right after your heart chakra. So it's like an opening up of your heart. Once you open up your heart, you're able to um, open up and speak your truth. Because when you're coming from a place of love, it's what you speak can essentially change the whole vibration of what's going on around you. And even with all of this blue in here, that's to me truth. It's not just about speaking, it's your truth. It's communicating. It's what are you communicating to yourself as well as others? Is it good things? Is it I'm not enough? Is it I'm sick of people mistreating me? I'm sick of people um, just, I'm sick of lessons. I'm sick of karma. And understand that karma is you can have good karma and bad karma, right? It's, are you communicating even peace to yourself? Are you in a peaceful state? Like for real, what are you? I feel like this is, it's more blue. It's more truth of like, who are you really? And do you have peace within to be who you are truly? Why is the integration here, spirit? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna pull these down. guys embrace change here. Purpose. It's the heart chakra here, spirit. What did I say about that heart chakra? It's a trust. It's a breaking open and not being afraid because you fear being hurt. If you pay attention to your intuition, you don't have to worry about being hurt because you'll know you'll be ready for you'll be able to feel the energy and feel what's beneficial to you and what's not beneficial to you. And it's a lot of purple on this board, a lot of purple, which is your third eye and can even go into your crown chakra, but it's more your third eye. And that's your intuition. That's that trust in you and your higher self and your ancestors and your guides to let you know what's for your highest good and what's not. Okay. And again, truth. A lot of this purple has blue in it. That truth, that authenticity, that speaking to yourself what is true for you, what is best for you, what's for your highest good, what you truly desire, and then putting that out there in the world and making it known. Movement, meditation here. Spirit. Okay. I'm not going to take either one of those, y'all, because again, I just kind of feel like I made those fall out. Success. And then it's gratitude. Last gratitude here. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, relationships. This is real big on relationships today. And yeah, it's in relation to other people and yourself. And this movement meditation, this is the success is in you taking action. Um, you stepping into your power. That red is your root chakra. And your root chakra is your security, you being centered, it's you grounded, it's where do you feel in relations to being safe? It's really your ego. And your ego, you need your ego. Your ego is good, but sometimes it can get out of control, right? So it's that need to be balanced, but your ego um grants you the power to stand firm on your beliefs and who you are, to be secure in who you are and not be swayed by um, other people's thoughts and opinions. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't take that into consideration, but in taking that to consideration, it doesn't mean that it has to become your truth. Somebody else's thought process does not have to become your truth at all by any means, right? And with this gratitude and pride falling on this gratitude, I love that because it's not being um, prideful in a sense where you become arrogant. It's take pride in your relationships and who you are in those relationships. and be grateful for those relationships, right? Be grateful for your relationship with your friends and family. More importantly, be grateful for your relationship with yourself, you and spirit, right? And this is green, it's the heart chakra, and it's the number 4. Okay. 4 is, we talk about it all the time, and right now we are in a 4 year. 2020 is, it's a 4 year. We are talking about your structures, your methods, how you organize, what traditions do you hold sacred, um, how do you manage your time, even being conservative right now, because Saturn is real big in the solar system. It is the solar system, but that's not what I'm trying to say. It's real big in the energies right now and what is taking place, causing everything to be looked at and um, come into the terms and reality of what's good for you and what's not. Like, Saturn is the planet of structure, it's the planet of restrictions and authority, time, discipline, and even limitations. Like, what are you doing with all of that? And with this being on this, with this being a 4 and it's gratitude and it's green as your heart, you managing your heart space wisely, building that on a new structure and a new foundation, letting go of old hurts, um, old disappointments, and even the way that you once viewed love, letting all of that go and viewing it in a completely different way, and restructuring how you feel about your relationships and how you enter them, how you entertain people, how you receive people, or and even perceive them. Because, like I said earlier, love doesn't cause pain. Love ain't what hurts you. It's people who don't really understand love that hurts you. So it's changing again your perspective. This has been the message for the last couple of days, but in today's message is more talking about your relationships. Some of y'all might be coming into union with your significant other, with your soulmate, your twin flame, the person that you were meant to be with, and y'all coming into an integration, and then y'all will fulfill your purpose together, the reason that you came here. And it might not even be um, a romantic type of relationship. It could just be your that soulmate that came here to help you achieve your life's purpose, and you were also meant to help them achieve their life's purpose. Because your soulmate is not just a romantic partner. That's not what a soulmate is. It's part of it, but you can have a lot of different soulmates, and they are here to help you fulfill some certain things. They're here to help you look at things differently. They're here to even help you look at you differently, to add to your happiness, to add to your peace, to add to your success, and help you hold your head up and walk with a prideful stride, but not in arrogance, and all humility, but boldness, to be able to take that action. This 32 on this movement meditation, that's a 5, right? And 5 is love, it's change, it's freedom of expression and integrity, having a balanced personality, again, change, adventure, and being flexible. That's what a 5 is. People see a 5 and they think, in tarot, you see 5 and it's just always dread, because the 5 is associated with like the 5 of Pentacles or the 5 of Swords. And it's just thought to be this thing of just sorrow. And I don't look at either of those cards like that. I don't look at the number 5 as sorrow. For one, it's in the middle of the soul plane, and It's what every other number touches on the soul plane, and it's also on the spiritual plane. It's dead smack in the middle. It's what everything touches, and it's freedom. So 5 is actually a beautiful number because it represents love, being in the middle. If you too far to the right, you off balance, you off center. If you too far, I pointed over here to the right, to the left, to the right. Um, and if you too far left, you off center, you off balance. But when you in the middle, you are in the perfect spot to see things from all sides, all angles, all perspectives. And you are fully balanced, right? And that's where you want to be. You want the freedom to be. That's what you really want. And this video is going to be a little long, y'all, because I did my little rant and my little introductions in the beginning. So it's going to run a little long, maybe, if my voice permits it. Man, these cards ain't getting along today. We got the crone again. So this is y'all stepping into that motherly wisdom, that mother, not even just a mother, it's that feminine wisdom um of authority, but you have authoritative and then you have authoritarian. And you don't want to be authoritarian in your approach to anything, but being authoritative is standing firm in knowing who you are, standing firm in your beliefs and what you will and will not tolerate. And that will help you be happy. It's that emotional and mental balance and happiness. And it's always about the masculine and the feminine and coming into unity there and union with your masculine and your feminine aspects and being able to use them both at the same, use them wisely, like not feeling like you have to separate one from the other, because that's not what it's about. And when you try to separate logic from emotions, you probably gonna miss doing something um, that would have been more beneficial had you looked at it from both aspects, right? And then you have the child here, the number 1, and then this is the 8 of water, and in here is dolphins again. That wisdom, playfulness, that freedom. Because for me, the 8 of water definitely represents um, that emotional alignment, that emotional freedom, because the number 8 is about wisdom and unconditional love, letting go of societal constraints, and even how that dogmatic thinking. It's about active independence. And again, that being authoritative, right? All of this energy, it's a flow of energy. But you can only get there when you are not taking life so serious. You can get that peace when you're not taking life so serious. On this card, like he's aligned. His chakras are aligned. He's smiling. Got the third eye out there, following the intuition, being open. The moon behind him, and it's water, just in the flow, feeling real good about life. And that's really what it's about. We talked about that child energy in the last reading. and how a child can be upset in one minute, and then in the very next minute they off running around, skipping, hopping, playing, and not taking life so serious. 5 of water. Just talked about that. Oh, something flipped. Several things flipped. Oh, that's way too many, y'all. I ain't even got the voice for that. I'm not gonna lie. I typically try not to block what spirit is saying, but that's just way too many right now. And this video is already at 35 minutes. Thank you, spirit. 9 of water. Destiny. I love that. That is falling on trust in the heart chakra, which is 17, and that's an 8. What I just say about 8. What I just say about the number 5 too, though. For the love of crying out loud. Okay. And we got the page of earth. I'm gonna get it together, y'all. I swear. I'm gonna get it together. Emotions and knowledge. See, so for me, that's a putting your emotions in perspective, or is that not? I think that's wisdom, not knowledge. But it's an 11. And then it's in the earth. Yes, beautiful. Bottom of the deck, love. So yeah, this reading today is definitely about love, relationships, and you, and your destiny, your wisdom, how you are viewing love. Being honest with what you have felt with love, how you, like, we have the 5 of water, but it's a being honest about where you are in your relationships, where you are with how the role that you played in your relationships and the role that the other people played in a relationship, and not looking at it in with the rose-colored glasses, or remembering it and romanticizing it, or even looking at it in a way where you stay in victim mode, or well, how come when I get in a relationship, I'm always the one hurt, or I'm always the one that's given too much, or I'm always the one doing more than the next person, or doing this or doing that. That in and of itself is a problem for you. That's where you become a problem for yourself, because relationships are meant to be balanced. It's not meant for you to be given more than the other person. And it's you being honest with yourself about that, right? And integrating those emotions. That 4 we are back at 8. 8 is real significant here right now, y'all. It's like that's the number that's standing out the most to me. It's real prevalent. Yeah, come in. Come in. Yes, ma'am. What you need? I am recording.
I'll be fast. So I guess you can say my handwriting.
I can't see that.
No, I'm just saying. I guess it is a bit tiny.
I mean, if you write like a normal human being where people can actually see your writing, I could probably see it. It's okay. My bad again, y'all. Um, so it's um really, if y'all can like research the number eight and what 888 means, um and in relation to what that number is to you. And I think I somewhere eight represents money too, and like financial abundance. So that could very well be coming into play with these relationships and you reaching out and talking to people. And once you integrate what you have learned in these relationships and stop looking at it in such a um, black and white aspect or a good and bad aspect, don't look at it that way. Look at it as what you learned from it and where you are from. Are you better for it? Absolutely. You better for it. You are better for every relationship that you've had, even if it ended in complete and total chaos. You are still a better person for it. I love that this has like the flower of life on it. Then it's two angels, and this is like her and her higher self. This um, individual has like the third eye on them while praying. And she has her hands open, but they're over her heart and her throat chakra. It's that opening up. Y'all really gotta open up and start expressing your wants, desires, your wishes. It's important to communicate and be honest in those relationships. If you're not feeling fulfilled, be honest about that. And but create the space for that person or those people to be honest with you too, right? Then you got the nine of cups, or excuse me, nine of water, nine of cups, it's all the same. And your purpose and embracing change. Okay. That's a number four too. You have four over here. Four is what? Eight. But you don't increase, but it's still a four and a four. Okay. And with that nine, it's going into a coming to the end of a painful cycle. You coming out of it and you're going into wish fulfillment. You coming out of feeling just all messed up emotionally and thinking of things in such a negative way and going into something that is going to allow you to open up and embrace who you are and where you headed to. I would say you've bloomed. You've done all the blossoming in the dark that you can do. Some of y'all are coming out of a dark night of the soul and you are about to step into the light. You get messages and you will continue to receive messages. You have help all around you, and it's going to help you step into your purpose, help you be emotionally fulfilled, like headed to your 10, that 10, which is an actual completion. You are at the end of this and in going into your purpose, being emotionally fulfilled, right? Because if you in your purpose, you are absolutely fulfilled when you're in your purpose. And it's just I still love this energy because it's y'all have been working hard. Everybody has been working hard. It's we in hard times and we all been on an emotional roller coaster of what in the exact is going on with life right now, and being like just in your emotions and like, what the hell? But again, coming out of that darkness, coming out of that um just jacked up blocked energy and stepping into who you really are. Meditate, dance, feel a beat, get some rhythm to you. Take some action, take that kind of action. Take the action to just move, get out, walk, move around. Don't sit in front of the TV all day. Don't sit with your phone in your hand all day. Get out and move, get up and move. Turn some music on and really get into the flow. And I think I talked about drums in one of these readings when I first started again. Um, how drums connect you to Mother Earth. It's the beat, it's the rhythm, the flow, it's your heartbeat. It's like a drum, and it's tapping into your heart chakra, opening it up, breaking wide open for your destiny to be fulfilled. That eagle's eye view, eagle Scorpio, death and rebirth. It's an egg on her, so it's definitely that death and rebirth. It's a snake wrapped around the egg, so that's Kundalini energy just opening up to you, trusting in who you are, and even trusting others that are around you, not blocking yourself off. Stop doing that. If you're doing that, just cut it out. Cut it out. The 10 of earth, relationships all day long, but abundant relationships, being abundant in your relationships with other people. Okay. And that giving you a sense of pride, knowing that you have healthy relationships. Okay, yes, it's financial abundance, but that's earth energy, and it represents um, building on relationships and building on things financially, building on that abundance in self. Okay, so just like, yeah, changing your perspective as per usual. Love who you are and love the people around you unconditionally. Okay, opening up. I'm going and start wrapping this up because I think y'all get the message. Ain't no sense in me beating a dead horse and constantly repeating what I'm saying because y'all get it. I'm going to pull a few messages here at the end. But if y'all don't see it, you got the crone, and then I don't know what you would call the man who has the mature man, but I know that you call the mature woman the crone. But they both represent wisdom and knowledge and standing in your power. The journeys that you have gone through, that masculine and feminine energy being balanced out because you've gone through so much in life. You've gone through so much in this point, up to this point, that has caused you the wisdom to be successful. If you look at yourself as successful instead of something else, as a victim, as someone who is not in control of their destiny and how they are in relationships and how people come to them in relationships, you're very much in control of that. All right. What are some messages you have for us, Spirit? Some final closing messages. All right, we're just gonna take those. They flipped. We're gonna take them. Okay. So we have, I show up for myself and the world. I can find peace in every breath. To relinquish control, I simply let loose and allow myself to be more childlike. We got that childlike energy there. By spreading loving energy, I attract more love. goes perfect. And I'm going to just even pull from the bottom of the deck. I speak with confidence because the world needs my light. All of that without even have to explain it. I think y'all get it. That wraps up what we've been talking about here perfectly, sums it up perfectly. Like, these messages are probably going to be about love, self acceptance, change, and perspective, and all of that for a while because of the year that we are in, 2020 vision, and your structures, that number four. So we are in that energy and change, higher knowledge with Jupiter and Saturn being major hitters right now in what we are experiencing. Because people get it twisted. When they think about Jupiter, they only think about the expansion and look, and that's part of it. But Jupiter also rules higher learning and religion. And how you going to expand if you are still in the old ways? How can you get any higher learning if you still think in the way that you thought yesterday? Right? How can you really learn anything if you not paying attention and integrating what you have gone through to help you get to a new way of being, to change, to embrace a transformation and transmuting energy and relinquishing a need to control other people or a need to control how things actually play out because you really can't control that. You have no control over it. We talked about that the last time. You can only control what it is you want and why you want it. The rest is up to the universe. You make sure what you want has integrity behind it and is for the highest good of yourself and the highest good for all. And the rest is up to fate. That's it. That's all. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, for joining me at the table. And I look forward to the next reading. I love y'all so, so very much. Y'all take care, and I will holler at you in the next one.